Well, hello guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is your host and your girl, Mima. Welcome to Mima Talk. So, I am rebranding. I'm rebranding to, a better YouTube channel, a better space where I can also have other colleagues, other friends actually join me and then enjoy this channel. So I am your girl, Mima Experience. I am a nurse in UK. Originally, I am from Ghana. So how am I rebranded? Now I'm going to actually create a space. This will be my safe space where I would invite friends, I would invite colleagues, especially nurses. Since I'm a nurse, obviously I have access to more nurses than other professionals. Not only nurses, any other professional, I'll invite them. I am specifically going to invite more of immigrants to come into this space to share their stories, to share their journey from their original country to UK. We will be talking about the growth they've had, the opportunities, the experiences, the shocks, the career struggles, the triumphs, and also, the experience of starting all over here in UK or in a new country. Obviously, I will start with my story and then continue to invite lots of other people who are actually also willing to share their stories here in the UK. If you think you really love this idea, you're excited about it, you want to join, you want to be part of it, I entreat you to like, to share, and to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be very glad. Thank you. To first start, actually, I'm going to share my story, my journey, my challenges, my triumphs, and so far where I have reached here in UK. So why am I doing this? I feel like now or recently, when you turn on the TV, when you turn on social media, it's more about immigration, and it's not just about illegal migrants, it's more of legal migrants as well. And as legal migrants, sometimes there's that that you feel within, we are humans, you have feelings, you have emotions, and how you sort of react to these things you hear in the news about extension of temporary residency before some of us even get our ILR, before you get your British passport, etc. It's not only in UK, in America they also having their own challenges, lots of immigration rules, just lots. So would actually also want to share a story from our side of the migrant lifestyle, or the struggles that we go through as migrants, and even the journey, how did we get here, and why is this like the new buzz or the new topic by the government, by lawmakers, and by most developed countries. So as I said earlier, my name is Jemima. I'm Jemima Experience. I'm a nurse here in UK. I've been in UK for about 4 years now. I got here on 26th October 2021. Okay, so this was post-COVID. I think COVID intensified in 2020. So my journey started in 2020, if I'm not wrong. I'm sort of really saying things off head at the moment. So my journey. I was actually trained in the Philippines. So I lived in the Philippines for 7 years. I did my bachelor's degree in nursing. I started in 2008 and finished in 2012. After that, I actually took my master's degree and also master's in nursing, and I did a bit of public health as well. So because of that combined majors, I spent 3 years in my graduate program. So I had my degree and my master's degree. Whilst I was schooling in the Philippines also did have rules and of course regulations about migrants and the like. However, I was able to secure a job with a center agency where I was there working while I school. That was when I was doing my graduate school. When I was undergraduate, I was lucky and I guess loved and privileged. My parents were paying my tuition, so I just had to be a good student to study and get good grades. Then graduated after 4 years. 3 years did my master's. Whilst I was going to school, I was still working. So after that, then I went back home to Ghana. I got to Ghana, and obviously I had to also write the professional exams in Ghana. Prepared for that, wrote the exams, passed. And then if you're trained abroad, you do have adaptation, which is a year. And I worked in one of our military hospitals in Greater Accra region. I finished that, and then I actually got a job. I got 2 jobs. I got a job offer to teach or lecture in one of the universities in one of the in the Ashanti region. And then I also got a job to work in one of the hospitals. So I was sort of doing those 2 together, obviously to build my clinical experience, and also the fact that I've got masters and to also teach. And the more you teach, the more actually you also learn and you get to know new things and theory of nursing. And then when I go to the hospital, I'll be able to practice. I did organize lots of workshops and things like that. So that was in a year. That was actually 2017, 2018. And then, no, 2017. And then I think after that, I got a permanent offer in a different university, that's Valley View University, Kumasi campus, to actually help the then, I would say, Dean of Nursing to build a nursing program. So I started with her. It was just 2 of us to build a nursing program. At the time, I was 24. Yeah, I think so. It's getting a bit bizarre. I think I was 24. Yeah, I was quite young. Obviously, the youngest lecturer in the university. I think so. Yeah, I was. So it was a very interesting journey, I would say. I loved it. I had a very good mentor. The dean was lovely. She was good. She would empower you, encourage you to do whatever that you think would help the department grow. And obviously, being young and being from the generation where, you know, millennials, where computer was coming, internet, like social media was really becoming a thing. So I just picked it up, of course, contributed a lot to building it, and we were able to actually build it. And I did have my first badge actually write the professional exams, and I was really proud of myself, you know. So I was there from 2018 till 2020, and of course, being in the academia, you know, it feels like then I have to climb the ladder, PhD. So I was thinking maybe I want to do my PhD. I started applying to Canada to go to my PhD, and then I always had this feeling of I wanted to be a chef. I wanted to be a chef, however, I don't know how I ended up in nursing. That would be another story, another day or time to tell my story about that. So, back on track. Sorry. So I applied to University of Saskatchewan, and one of the requirements was obviously English proficiency exams, so IELTS. At the time, my cousin, I would say, my cousin's wife also wanted to relocate, you know, and she was also writing the English proficiency exams, that's IELTS. And then my cousin, who's actually here with me, and she will be my first guest, for you guys to just know. She's also a professional nurse. She's a nurse that she was back home, and then she came here. I'm actually doing this so that the world would know, or people would know that I guess we really had a life. We had things actually really going on for us, and some of us or some people actually really put lots of things down, stopped everything, came here to really start afresh. Like, yeah, I think I was a bit glad and excited because I was quite young and I was exposed to so many things, so many lovely things, so many great things. Either way, so back to it. So their requirements for the English language was there, and then I spoke to this lovely lady, Catherine. She was like, you know, I'm working on UK thing. I want to relocate to UK because of the family, because of the kids, you know. So the exams that you're going to write, I'm actually also going to write the exams, and these are the criteria or the standard for NMC in UK. So I told myself, okay, let me just get the best out of the best, and then whichever one, I'll just go. At the time, in my mind, I'm gonna go to Canada, I'm gonna do my PhD, or I'm gonna do any culinary course or any course. I felt like I was just done with nursing. Like, I'm done with nursing, I'm done with academia. Why I didn't like academia? I didn't like the work part of the academia. I love the talking part, the teaching part. I'm good. I love to talk. I love to share ideas. I'm good. However, when you finish, obviously teaching doesn't end in the classroom. There are lots of paperwork, there are lots of grading, there are lots of exams, this, that. No, I'm like, no, this is not cut out for me. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. So what I did, so in my mind, I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to do a different course, or because I'm still young, I can definitely change, or I'm going to do my PhD, which would also a struggle, because I'm like, I don't want to write dissertation, it's too stressful, you know. So that was my dilemma at that time. I went to write the, prepared myself, went to write the IELTS. I got, I think, almost highest in all the scores. So obviously I told myself, so that whichever decision that I'm gonna take, I'll be able to go through smoothly. I did get an offer from one of the universities from Canada. They did give me sponsorship, but I had to pay a bit more. And then I had a lovely friend who is in the UK military here in the UK. And then I called her up, a childhood friend with good friends. And I told her that. And I'm like, you know, I do have some savings, but if you're able to lend me some cash, you know, just to pay that, I've got a bit of sponsorship there and I'll figure things out. And then she was like, you know what? Just to let you know, why are you doing that when UK is actually recruiting nurses and it's for free? You don't have to pay anything. And when you get here and you want to further your education, it's even possible maybe the hospital could help you, or you can do it then, you know. I just sat down, I slept on it. I'm like, that's a good idea. Why give money when I can be somewhere when it's free? And it's also, as a developed country, you know, UK had never been on my radar, even though I also had a cousin here who's always wanted me to come. She's an occupational nurse. I'll invite her as well. She's been here for over 15 years. She's always wanted me to be here. We're great. I love her and I know she loves me. We're great together. But you know, when you just don't have it in you, because I've traveled before, I always say that you have to be ready before you relocate. Emotionally, mentally, intellectually, spiritually. You just have to be really ready to relocate to anywhere, because if you're not, the challenges and how you handle it will just pin you down. It will just swallow you, and depression and like you're gonna go through a lot, because it is not easy living in a different country that is not your original country. So I had always been sort of, you know, put it aside. Yeah, so that's what I had always been doing. So I contacted her. I'm like, you know what, I'm working on my UK stuff and I might come. She didn't believe me, obviously, because for the last 5 years she's been telling me to come and I just wasn't. And then, if you guys know, IELTS, you have to pay for the exams, obviously, and she had sent me several amounts and I just used it for something else. And because obviously she's like my big cousin, she's like, you know what, I don't mind, you know, I love you, you're my little sister, it's fine. And then every year I tell her, I'm like, okay, I'm ready, let's do this. She's like, okay, I'll pay for the exams. I still don't go take the exams. I never came. She sends me IELTS, a book for writing IELTS, and with the desk and everything. I actually lent it to a friend who happens to be here as well. I just had to be ready, and I was ready then. So I passed that. I started with my NMC online application, went through. Obviously you have to put in everything, and then it got to a point where you had to actually look for employers, those that would actually give you an job or an offer where they're willing for you to come into UK, and then you write your skill, your exams, and that would be the final straw for you to be a registered nurse in the UK. At that time, because I was in the academia, I actually did not know that there was sort of a move of nurses, like lots of nurses moving out of the country. I really didn't know. And also, because I think I schooled outside Ghana, I did not have any colleague friends. I did not have any friends from the uni or friends from nursing school in Ghana who would have an idea that, oh, people are moving, people are relocating to the States, people are relocating to Canada, to the UK, so you could try, you know. I didn't have all those kind of information. I really did not, you know. So it was just a time in my life that I'm like, okay, maybe it's just time for me to move. And then I just started working on it for me. So just to continue, so I started working on that, and then before I got an offer, I spoke with a friend as well. She's a nurse. Her brother was equally working on also relocating. Gave me my current employer's name. Actually, he gave me 3 hospitals that were offering COS to individuals, professionals, nurses to come to UK. And I applied and I got my current employer, and the offer was good compared to the other offers. And it's in Basingstoke, and it's actually also closer to London. And yeah, so when you do get before you get the offer, obviously you apply to the HR, you apply, you submit your statement. So what's it? Is it statement? You obviously your CV and your everything, you know. I mean, applying for a job. So I applied everything. I got the. Then we had an interview, and I remember on my interview date, obviously because I was in academia, I had my office, I had my iMac ready for the interview, and yeah, lights went out. I'm like, are you serious? Really? And then, God being so good, at that time, my cousin also just pulled up. He was like, I'm here. And I remember I just went to him. I'm like, get out from your car. I've got an interview. I need to use my phone right now to finish this interview and use my data. And I did it, and obviously, God being so good, I got the offer. And then when you get the offer, they send you everything, you know, the what goes into the offer, your things you have to do. Obviously, there were rules that when you come to UK, they're gonna give you the room to study for your OSCE, and then you had opportunities to write the exams. And I think we had 3 strikes. If you fail one, that's fine. If you fail the second one, you have to pay the amount, and the third time, something like that. And then if you fail the third time, then you're going back home. So those were the conditions. So the offer did have conditions, actually. And I think based on human rights regulations, they were also supposed to pay the things, the process that we went through, so that it doesn't really come across like, I guess, slave trade or slavery, something like that. I'm just assuming. If anybody knows the real deal, you can just confirm in the comment section. Okay, so that's what happened. And yeah, so I went on, and where am I? So I got the offer, and then I remember they were like, okay, so after the offer you have to fill in, of course, more applications to get a visa and things like that. And that was in June. In June, and in first week of September was my exams in the university where I was teaching. And I remember my boss told me, you are not leaving me to conduct these exams and everything by myself. You are staying, and when everything is all done, you leave. I'm like, you know what? Sure, that's a good deal. So I told my employer that I cannot come in June, July, August. I can only come in October, because we'll be finishing the exams in October 10, somewhere early October. And then I would also wanted to have dinner or experience with my friends and my loved ones before I left. So then they were like, fine, so you can be in the October cohort. That's what was said. I was like, fine. So the process, visa, everything done. I remember when once I got home, and then I'm always linked. My work email, personally, everything is linked to my phone. I love reading emails, maybe because of being in academia and reading more emails and responding memos and those things. I love it. I don't know. So I just remember, just when I got home, I received a message that my BRP is ready to be picked at Reading. I'm like, you must be kidding me. At that time, I hadn't even gotten my passport with my visa from the passport office or British, yeah, you know what I mean. I had not. And then I received a message that my bureau was ready for pickup. I've written. And then I was like, and I remember my dad was home. He was like, what's the problem? I'm like, I just received this email that my identification card, my, immigration or foreign identification card is ready in UK. So then obviously my visa is approved. I was like, oh my God, are they that in need of nurses? I didn't know what was going on in the outside world. I did not know. I was like, what? Okay. So then the following week, I went to get my passport. Obviously, I had the visa. I'm like, all right. You know? And then after that, you have to let them know you've got the visa, you've got these, and then they start with other processes for you as well. Okay. So then everything was sorted. I got everything. And I remember they were like, because you're coming in October and it's June, we're going to pause on yours. Everything is sorted. In September, we'll reach out and then we'll finalize it. They're going to buy you your ticket and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, this is nice. This is cool. Okay, sure. September comes. I receive message from the HR. Process starts ongoing as well. And then, so when the ticket came, and then I was like, we are a group. So the ticket comes, I print it out. I saw names, other names, you know. So it's like a group purchase. I'm like, I was telling my people that I think I'm not the only one. There's so many people on that list. I think I could see like about 4 people that were joining me. I was like, oh, okay. And then ironically or coincidentally I should say, my cousin's wife also got my trust, you know. And then she also was gonna come in October. Hers was a bit delayed, but then as she processed everything and because mine was paused, we sort of went to October cohort. I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. And then she gets her ticket as well. She's like, your name is not there, but I've got so many other names, but we're leaving the same day, October 25th from Kotoka Airport, Ghana. I was like, wow, okay, I guess it's not just us. Now we get to the airport. I'm like, oh my good Lord, what on earth is going on here? I saw people, nurses. I'm like, ha. For the life of me, I'm like, oh my God, we're going through the door of no return. I'm sorry, I can't do this to my ancestors, but I was like, are we going through the door of no return? I'm like, oh, okay. Lots of nurses, obviously, because I didn't school in Ghana. I didn't know some people, but I'm very friendly, you know, people person, so I knew people, like, and because I was teaching, and then sometimes I'll send my students to for clinicals, some of the hospitals, or you know, so I would see people. And when I also worked back home, I made friends, you know, seeing friends at the airport. Everybody's like, hey, I'm going to UK, some are going to Canada, some are going to US, but most were UK. And I met people that were actually also going to my trust. I was like, wow, indeed, we are caught. And then we get to the airport. There was a taxi that came to pick us. So it was a taxi van. And in that taxi van, I think it took 11 people. I was like, wow. And then they received us. And obviously it was COVID time. Guys, don't forget, it was COVID time. So, you know, the COVID tests, all the screens, everything. It was really strict. It was strict. And then, you know, went through that. I was just in awe. Like, I thought, when did people... I'm like, okay. And then, of course, we get to Heathrow. I got onto the taxi. I met my colleagues. And then they sent us to the apartment near, literally like the hospital accommodation, actually, apartment. And it was an ensuite single bed. They purchased everything for us because it was COVID time and we had to quarantine for 7 days in the house. They provided us with food, the necessary things, water to drink. They bought food in the fridge. My trust did well. And obviously October was getting a bit cold, so your duvet, your pillows, your sleeping stuff, you know. Yeah. and then we were in UK. So if you want to listen to my UK experience as well, kindly share, like, subscribe, and then hey, click on to part 2 to listen to my story as a diaspora or immigrant nurse in UK. Bye.